What's up everyone, and welcome back to Top 5 Central. Today we're looking at the top 5 craziest near-death moments caught on GoPro Part 3. So yeah, Part 3 is finally here, but if you haven't watched the other 2 episodes, you could find them at the end of the video, so make sure to stick around because you don't want to miss it. Anyways, if you enjoy videos like this, make sure you subscribe and leave a like on the video right now. Let's aim for 5,000 likes as it lets us know you want to see a Part 4, but with that said, let's get right into it. Number 5. Okay, let's be real, riding a motorbike can be dangerous even at the best of times because you literally only got your clothes to protect you if something goes wrong. Like seriously, you have no airbags on a bike and nothing between you and the road if you take a tumble, and let's face it, it doesn't take that much to cause a crash no matter how good of a driver you are. And so yeah, for this guy, everything seems pretty normal at first, like he's just driving along the highway in the sunshine, but things go downhill in a big way really quickly. I'm not even joking, it happens so quick you could almost miss it, but basically a car goes tearing past him and he swerves just enough to hit the bike. Like it's only a tiny movement, but you could hear the sound as it connects and the car has a crazy amount of force behind it. So yeah, I gotta admit, it's pretty terrifying because if the car had been a tiny bit faster or closer, it definitely could have killed him, but as it turns out, fortunately, he ends up being able to drive away as normal. Number 4. Now this video is so intense that it almost won an award from GoPro itself, and watching it, it's not really hard to see why. Like these friends are just fishing and diving off the coast of South Africa, but as soon as they get in the water, it's clear they're dealing with something a bit bigger than they were expecting. I mean, all the normal stuff is there, like coral and rocks and schools of fish, but pretty soon they're seeing something way cooler. Can you guess what it is? Yeah, that's right. A great freaking white shark swims right up next to him, getting so close you could literally hear the water moving around both of them. I mean, if I was the guy, I'd be pretty terrified, but then it gets worse because the shark starts turning around and heading straight for him. Now at that point, I'd be hauling towards the shore, but thankfully the shark turns away at the last minute, which probably saved the guy from being human soup. Anyways, the video nearly got him killed, but I guess it might be sort of worth it since it went on to win an award, but still, I'm not sure I'd risk it. How about you guys though? Would you risk your life to become famous? Let me know by leaving a comment down below. Number 3. Okay, so if you ask me, you've got to be pretty crazy to go skiing all by yourself in the first place, especially if you're in the middle of nowhere and halfway up a mountain. With that said, this video of a dude skiing in Alaska proves just how dangerous it can be, and trust me, it's not an experience you want to try out for yourself. I mean, the dude isn't even skiing that close to the edge, so you'd think he'd be safe, right? Well, it only takes a couple of seconds for the video to show him literally an inch from death. Basically what happens is an avalanche starts right on the area he's skiing through, and it's so close that he literally has to ski over a split in the snow. Like it all happened so fast that it's hard to believe it happened at all, but for him it must have lasted a lifetime since he was so close to falling to his death. Regardless, I think the scariest thing with this one is that you can see him digging his poles in as the snow starts to slip, like he's trying to claw his way back to safety. Number 2. Now planes and skydiving are 2 things that tons of people are scared of, and even if you weren't before, there's a good chance you will be by the end of this video. Basically, the skydiver was taking his best friend's wife out for her first ever jump, and it should have been a fun normal experience, but instead it pretty much turned into a jump from hell. What happened was the plane they jumped out of didn't get far enough away from them, so they were in danger from the start. Not just that, but it ended up flying straight towards them as they were falling, close enough that their feet were dangling over the wings as it passed underneath them. Now, if that sounds terrifying to you, that's because, well, it kinda is, like it would have only taken the slightest time difference to kill them both. Not just that, but the plane passing ripped away some of their gear, so they had to pull their reserve parachute just to make sure they would land safely. With that said, the chick didn't even notice how dangerous thing it got until they were already safely back on the ground, so the good news is she still had a great time. Number 1. Okay, to be honest, I have no idea why anyone would want to drive their motorcycle down a railway track in the first place. But if you've ever thought about it, let this video be your warning about why it's a bad idea. I mean, it looks pretty cool at first, like the biker and his friend are driving with a bunch of old freight trains on one side and the grass on the other, and it looks like the whole thing is totally abandoned. And so yeah, I'm assuming the two bikers must have thought so too, but that turned out to be a mistake, and it was one that nearly cost them more than their bikes. Basically, the first thing you hear is a train horn in the distance, and the next thing you know, both bikers are bailing off their bikes as fast as they can. Luckily, they make it onto the grass safely, but one guy leaves his bike still on the tracks, and him and his friend are still trying to drag it off when the train shows up. Now, they manage to get it to safety just in time, but honestly, the whole thing is so close that it's really hard to watch. And there's our video on the top 5 craziest near-death moments caught on GoPro Part 3. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like down below and subscribe so you see whenever I upload a video. Also, if you have your own top 5 or top 10 idea, feel free to use our extremely handy form in the description to submit it. With that said, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.